Alright, we are back from more Nier. This is Postponed TV, of course. We're gonna pretty much get through the next chapter. I'm hoping that's going to allow me to unlock the Nier Automata event. And then I'm probably going to be able to do some farming finally. Which, of course, will happen off stream. I'll mention what I've done. But any sort of actual content progression or anything like that will, of course, be done in one of our videos here.
Come now. The next fragment is waiting for you.
It's kind of helpful because those Emil, I think they're called Emil, gauntlets, gloves, fist weapons that we just got needs to be awakened to a 3-star. Max awakened rather, so that we get more bonus on the Nier event anyway. So it's not like it hurts us to take a few days to get there. Alright, I'm going to collect these gifts, and then I'm going to basically just get through the story, but I'm going to leave myself muted this entire time. We're trying a couple different things as we progress through the videos to see what works better. So, yeah, let's enjoy, what chapter are we on? Let's go ahead and enjoy chapter 3.
Oh my, this is Mama's room. Dear me, it looks like we have trouble again. Mama will have to deal with this on her own. I sense dark foes on the other side of that door. I suppose we should return to the cage. Let's save the subquests for another time and deal with the dark foes won't leave the storage room alone. And I keep stories I'm still restoring in there. We need to chase the rascals out. But only do that when you feel up to it, alright? Any stories you restore through subquests will be saved in the library. Don't worry, the dark foes can't reach them there. I'll make it so you can view them, as well as any weapon memories you set right in the cage. Both story restoration and fragment collection are going well. And Mama has presents for good children like you who work hard. So tell me, which do you like more? Stuffed animals or dolls? A doll it is, then. But this gift is no simple toy. It's a reliable companion that will fight alongside you in battle. Companions come in 5 different affinities, but for now, you can pick between fire and wind. Either one would be a big help. How about the fire one? Okay, here you go. Make sure to equip it, and you'll be able to meet it during battle. I'll show you how to make the magic happen. Now let's keep going, shall we? What are those things up ahead? Oh my, bird statues. Oh, it broke. I do hope no one saw that. This building is so big, it's just like a castle. Let's fix the memory in the Scarecrow and then invite ourselves in, shall we? This gun. Anyway, let's get started restoring this story, shall we?
A mechanical soldier sleeps amidst the detritus of a castle storehouse. Time has no meaning here. A minute is as an age. The exhausted boy can only mutter 3 simple words. Let me rest. Seeking to help, the man begins rooting around to prepare a makeshift bed. As he continues to dig, a discarded weapon suddenly activates. Enemy forces sighted. You will not escape. The man manages to assemble a crude resting place from the storehouse junk. The boy wearily makes his way to the bed and manages a heartfelt thanks. After studying the man for a moment, he begins to ask him questions. The name the man gives is that of the first model of Clockwork soldiers. I was also a first once, says the boy. First in line to the throne, but no more. The man explains he was unable to carry out orders and discarded as defective. The boy responds that as his disease has grown worse, he too has been cast aside. You and I are much alike, says the boy with a sad smile. Weary of talking, the boy finally falls asleep. The man simply sits, keeping the boy's peaceful expression in the corner of his eye.
This is the story of a gun-wielding mechanical soldier. I suppose these are memories of when he first met the boy with the staff. Well then, let's head over to the castle. This isn't a terribly welcoming atmosphere.
I believe we crashed, so I'm going to go ahead and restart the game. It happens on an emulator sometimes.
Enemy forces sighted.
Your numbers don't mean squat.
It's the privilege of youth to move forward by breaking everything in your path. Don't you think it's about time we get a move on?
Think you can stop me? Ha!
Continuing mission.
It would be much easier if we could just crash through those awful black barriers. Now this is an odd room. Well, let's keep going. It's a waterfall of sand. Looks like the path goes through it. Maybe there's a way to stop the flow. Is that a... switch? The sand stopped. Oh, how lovely. Now we can move past it. There's a switch here, too. Give it a push. This one opens up the first path. How clever. The path is open now. Found you, Mr. Scarecrow. Let's get to restoring this memory.
The cold room burdens the boy, and his condition worsens. The man looks about and sees what appears to be a bottle of medicine. But upon taking it in hand and looking at the label, he realizes it is actually a weapon of poison gas.
I'll cut down everything in my way.
Damn it!
Obstructing enemy. The man continues to search for medicine that might aid the boy. It seems the storehouse expands beyond the junk pile pressed against the wall. He retrieves a bottle from the shelf and returns to the bed where the boy waits. The boy looks at the man's gift and chuckles. "Empty bottles won't cure me, I'm afraid," he says as the man stares at him blankly. "Still," says the boy. He suddenly stands, as if a thought has come to mind. The boy places a candle in the bottle, turning it into a small lamp. He then begins to sing in a small, quiet voice. By the power of his will does the hero draw his sword. To stop the mean advances of the darkness in the world. He will use this light to lead away the people from fear's horde. It is the song of a hero who challenges evil in order to save his people. The lamp flickers warmly as the man thinks. "Thank you," he says finally. Those words should not have existed in the man, and yet somehow they did. The boy's shocked stare slowly becomes a smile, bright enough to last a lifetime. In the corner of a frigid room, these two companions are comforted by the same warmth.
I imagine you're getting used to this by now. Wonderful. Let's keep it up.
Think you can stop me? Ha!
Continuing mission.
Your numbers don't mean squat. Think you can stop me? Ha!
I've got enough death for everyone.
Continuing mission.
These stairs look terribly unsafe. It does seem like an effective way to keep intruders out, though. The cage is just filled with mysteries, isn't it? Oh, that's... It's the monster that attacked us earlier. Are you going to chase it? It's almost like it's calling to us. It's not here. Well, let's take care of the scarecrow for now.
Soldiers' voices drift in from outside. The kingdom has once again declared war. The boy looks at the man and opens his heart. He once lacked the courage to stand against his father and had stayed complicit. But now he burns to stop the king and protect his people from the horrors of war. The passion in his eyes is evident. The man breaks through the door, and the boy follows after.
I'll cut down everything in my way.
Firing. As a divine light shines behind him, the king glares down at the two interlopers. In a bold voice, the boy shouts up at the king. By my name as the firstborn, I propose this war be ended. In that moment, he is just like the hero of his song. With a sneer, the king looks to the clockwork soldier and says. The man freezes, but he cannot disobey his master, for that is how he was programmed. With a shaking hand, he readies his gun. The boy stares straight at the man from the end of the barrel. Unable to resist his orders, the man's finger hovers over the trigger. In a final, desperate move, the man shuts down his own motor circuits. His finger lets go of the trigger, and he falls to his knees before the boy. It is the first time he has resisted orders of his own volition, all to save the boy. With an animalistic cry, the king rises up before the pair.
Think you can stop me? Ha!
The king's roar brings soldiers running as he demands they tear the traitors apart. The man seizes the boy's hand, and they begin to run from the castle. For the first time in his existence, the man finally has a will of his own.
A memory of war. So that's why that poor child was driven from his country. The king wished for control, while the prince prayed for peace and happiness. They were both thinking of their country. So why did it have to end up so? Why is there a person in a place like this?
Excuse me, miss. I've been waiting here for a really long time. But my mommy still hasn't come. Oh, I miss my mommy so much, and I was hoping you could put me in that scarecrow like you did with Mr. Monster.
I'm sorry. Mama can't help you. Let's be off.
Enemy forces sighted.
Your numbers don't mean squat.
Continuing mission.
That old man has been expelled from the story. I feel terrible, but there's nothing we can do for him. We must be careful not to end up lost like him.
And that was a crash, so let's load back up.
Enemy forces sighted.
Here we go.
It seemed like that old man knew about you and the monster. And he spoke like a child. I wonder what happened to him. This is the last part of the mechanical soldier's story. Let's see how the memory ends, shall we?
The escapees arrive at the town outside the castle and find...
Think you can stop me? Ha! Firing.
I've got enough death for everyone.
Somehow, the two managed to escape beyond the borders of the kingdom. Looking back on their former home, they each make an oath. The boy swears to travel the nation as its prince and bring an end to the war, while the man promises to guard the prince until his dying moment. Together, they will sever the marionette strings the kingdom has bound them to. With determination in their hearts, they take their first steps into the future.
They both fought. The boy for peace, and the machine for him. That must be how their memories were intertwined. This is the third fragment. Prayer. Of all emotions, I believe this one might be especially human. It is a heart that fills in the blanks of a vague future. Well, do you feel anything different? My, that's wonderful. Let's keep this up and get those fragments back. Then your wish can come true too.
Alright, so that's the end of this chapter. So if all you're here for is story, then that was it. And that one took 37 minutes. So that one's a little shorter. By like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. Alright, so we're gonna collect the daily stuff. I know I need to come here, item shop. We need to purchase these guys. Refresh. That almost gives us enough to do a complete new run, but hold on. I think... Yep. You're gonna tell us about these. Yep. Dailies grew. Yep. Do we have challenge quests yet? Go to the mama room and see. I'm gonna see if we can squeeze a second summon here. Otherwise, it's just gonna be one summon. I don't want to run another like mission that's gonna have a story locked behind it.
I'm much busier than I look.
Yeah, this door here would be the quest if did. So okay, we just have one summon today. So we're gonna again go on that Volume 1 banner. It's gold ore, that's good. That's a guaranteed 3-star, sometimes more. And of course it gives us exactly one. I'm just gonna skip it. And it gave us a staff. Not very useful for us, but... Okay, so there's not much I'm going to do loadout-wise from here. I know Argo needs help. He needed some damage, but Deimos and Gale were really, really good here. My goal is going to be that the next part's going to be doing this Nier Automata event, which is going to give us 10 quests. I believe the story's only behind normal, and then we should be able to get through normal without an issue. What is my force? We're at 16, yeah, so we should be able to get through normal without an issue. That should give us all of the story, and then we can start progressing through hard and potentially very hard. But once we get there, we can come here and we can get 2B, 9S, and A2, and what I really want is A2. She's a two-handed sword user. I think I might stick with Gale and not go 2B, who is also a one-handed sword user, but we'll see. 9S is a one-handed sword user, and I don't necessarily care to use him either. But we're going to level all 3 of these guys. And the reason we're going to do that is... I don't want to select this quest because I don't want to trigger anything. But they're bonus units to this event, and we get coins up for using them. We also get coins up for using the weapons as well. So all of these weapons. These prayer books are going to allow us to awaken them for essentially free. We just got to farm them. So there's not many medals that it requires. It shouldn't be too hard. And then there's a couple other things in here that we're going to want to farm. This Black Pearl doesn't necessarily matter to this account. It's going to be one of the last things I grab because this is a 4-star related thing. The term Mama medals will probably be good too. Premium summon's a free summon. Then there's other things down here that are going to be very helpful and handy. So we're going to hopefully clear out a lot of these materials down here below because they're awakened materials. And then of course this gold, silver, and bronze coin here are really important for getting money. What challenge did I do here? Daily. Take all, send all. I guess we could do an exploration. Just to clear the exploration off, and then that'll give us another 30. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So exploration's pretty cool. It's a little mini game. We gotta move this little ship. He moves on his own. We just have to move. I'm sorry, he moves on his own. He shoots on his own. And the goal is to defeat these cubes. We can blow the red balls up, but we can't blow the purple ones up. So the goal is to hit these cubes. try to blow that red one up. Oh, that one sucked. Can we blow this cube up in time? Ah, nice. We broke 100. Not a bad high score to start. But that's pretty much that little mini game event. So we can run those each time too. So this should actually give me enough for another summon then, by reaching various high scores there. Okay, cool, cool. So yeah, we're gonna do this summon, and then we are going to be done with this video. I'm pretty much going to jump into the Nier event next because I would like to get that cleared, so that we can get those characters. The characters are time limited. Wow, there is not a single gold in here. This is possibly the worst summon I've ever seen. That last one upgraded, but it's the spear. But yeah, we're gonna jump into that Nier event because I want to get those. The event is only around until 9/7, and then they have this new summer event which is around till 9/1 as well. So we're gonna want to hit those two pretty quickly. Anyway, thanks for watching.